We're live. How you doing, Riz?
Whoa! Shit, G, I'm doing good, man. How about yourself?
Well, I'm doing good as well. And in all fairness, to you, you're looking well. Something's different about
Oh,
you.
there is?
Yeah, your hair. You just get like this, like skinhead kind of thing. You're looking great.
Right? Yeah, dude. Like, I don't know what it is. I'm just the nature of the beast. I'll leave it at that. The nature of the
Yeah.
beast. I let it do it at once, and yeah. I kind of hate. I have to cover a bit of it up with headphones. It sucks.
I know the struggle. But
Hold up. Let me give the people what they want.
ooh, ooh,
Oh,
brought a tear to
oh,
my eye.
right.
Yeah.
Oh man, shit. Sorry, ladies and guys.
There
I'm,
you
I'm
go.
taken. I don't swing that way, but I am married to a lovely lady. So
Well, there you go.
sorry,
And
everybody.
this year's doing pretty well for you so far, isn't it? Like I seen
dude,
the new logo. You're fucking pumped. You're ready to go.
dude,
I
like,
love it.
yeah, I wasn't. I knew what like anybody, like you know what you want, but you don't necessarily. Obviously, you don't. You can't foresee everything. You can't
Yeah.
hell. You can't foresee anything. You can make a plan. If you stick to it, cross your fingers, hope for the best. And so far, so good, man. A lot of good things have happened. A lot of good things I got coming up. Um, but yeah, dude, that logo, fuck,
Oh, it's one of the better ones I've seen.
dude. And he did that thing in like a day. I want to say
Hmm.
he pulled that shit out in about a day, and I was not expecting it. I think I was just like the last one. I was at work, and like I liked the last one,
Hmm.
but it's one of those things, like when you see something, you automatically you like it, but then the more you look at it, you start picking apart little
Yeah.
things about it. I was picking things apart, man. I didn't like. Uh, so it was a plan at some point to get a new one, and I knew Sergio did does digital artwork, but I didn't know if he did like stuff for people. He said it's mainly just for himself. So I wasn't sure, and I definitely was not ready for what came out because my God. Dude, I actually just kind of like played with a new one I just added. I'm gonna send it to your Discord.
Mm.
I just finished it before you sent me the link to this thing, and I mean it kind of fits. It kind of fits. There you go. I just sent it to you.
Check it out now. Yeah. Oh, come on,
Right,
dude. I,
right.
I like that one even a little bit better, a little bit more.
I mean, like you saw the live action one I did earlier today. Like the real. Oh, you didn't? It's in your server.
I'll take it
Dude,
out.
go check it. Go check it. I think it's in general. I think it's in general.
Then I might have seen it. Let me take a look. Oh,
Yeah.
like the picture. Yeah. No, I
Yeah,
seen
the
that.
one that I really did.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah. You
man.
you have the little globe and you have the yeah.
Yeah, because
I
I
actually
re-
I like that one.
that's pretty good, right?
Yeah.
And then of course I had to hop on the Bernie train and do a little Bernie.
Yeah.
Bernie's
I,
in everything, so I had to put him in palm of my hand, so to speak. Yeah.
yeah. I love to see it. I did the same with the bunny thing. I put him
Right?
into my like a family picture.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I did with some of these that we took over the holidays. I put them in the background. Oh yeah.
It, I suppose he took the meme. He sold shirts with it, and then
Yeah.
he donated all the money. That's
Right?
impressive.
I mean, that's Bernie for you though. That's Bernie for you.
You
And then
wouldn't get.
like you see like the people with the whole Mark Zuckerberg, they're making fun of me and like, all right, I'll log everybody out. Bernie ain't upset. And ain't nobody making fun of him.
Yeah.
If anything, he's more, well known than he ever used to be beforehand.
Yeah. You just kind of wish it was a bit sooner.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
He's
I
a good guy.
I talked to a lot of people. A lot of people who are pretty damn smart. And most people would be on the side of he was the better candidate in like the Democrat group. Um,
Yep.
but then people voted against Trump because not voted like against him like in a bad way. They just vote for the guy who isn't that guy, you know?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. A lot of
Just
people. The way I see it is, no one it for the most part. I would use the argument. Majority, no one voted for Biden because of his policy. They voted
mm,
for Biden just to get Trump out. That
yeah.
was it. That was it.
I had a lady on, and like she calls herself a feminist. I'm not going to name her, like in
Yeah,
like her Twitter bio and everything. Like she's really into it, and I respect that. And then yeah, that was literally her reasoning.
yeah. That's
Like
a
he
lot
was
of people's reasons.
literally that's the full thing.
That's a
Uh,
big part.
I feel
Yep.
like you guys kind of got done out of it. You've had a rough year in the states, and
Yeah.
that didn't help.
It's just been pretty rough. I honestly, since the year started, I haven't paid much attention to a lot of what's going on.
Yeah, you've been super
Um,
positive. You know,
yeah, I'm
what's
trying
going
to
on
be,
around
man.
you? It's like that picture of the dog, and it says everything's fine and the house is
Yeah,
burning
yeah,
down.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm good, dude. So, you know, I'm curious to see what's going to happen, definitely. But right now, I'm not giving two shits about what's going on outside for the most part.
Mm.
Not my thing right now. I'm having a good old time doing shit for myself and the fam.
That's what
That's
you
all
got
I
to do.
care about. Yeah,
Mm.
that's it. That's it, man. What about you? How's the year been for the Awfully Irish guys? I haven't been able to talk to you guys in quite a while.
Yeah, it's been weird. You went back to work, and I was trying to get you on for an
Yeah.
episode. We'll do it again. I'll put you on the schedule. But
Yes, please.
like we love genuine good people, and well, there you are. Yeah, we're running low on them, so we have to get you. Well, no, no, the year's been good. Um, yeah, I've the Ger Eady Experience. Thomas's own thing. So you don't have to deal with each other the whole time. No,
Oh yeah.
it's going good. It's just a problem we have is cancellations. People are actually getting back to work and so on, and
Yeah.
if they booked ahead, like up until I guess this weekend, we only had 5 episodes out for the whole year.
Mm.
Like like that was an episode every 4 days. That's not what we
Right.
do. We got it back on track. We're booked completely. We have an excess of episodes now, thankfully. But
What the
getting worried.
yeah, what's your usual turnaround like when you record then when you release it?
What do you mean? My turnaround.
Like how long does it take? Like do you record it and release it that day, or do you edit a little bit for a few days?
I used to get super panicked, and I guess up until the last maybe 40 odd podcast, it was same day every day. Didn't matter
Really?
what time was. I didn't factor in the people where there's
Yeah.
like ideal times to post. So now, if it's like 1 o'clock in the morning here, and I say I'll leave it
Mm-hmm.
because like I'm trying to get like the European audience and the American audience at the exact same time.
Yeah,
Just
that's
the
big. That's
ideal moment.
difficult.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm not saying that like to discriminate against, other groups that may watch it. It's just that's our biggest groups. And you
Right.
want to
Yeah.
satisfy the majority.
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, I know. So then you apparently you have a time frame.
Mm.
Are you like does it matter the day? Because like mine's Saturdays.
Yeah, no, I'll read them out to you now. I have a software that does it for me. I try to get everything done like that.
Yeah.
Analytics, audience. 1 second. I know like certain days don't have an ideal time. They have an ideal time frame. So
Right.
Mondays it's 9 o'clock in the evening. Tuesday
Right.
it's 9 o'clock. Wednesday it's anytime from 5 to 12. Thursday's our best day. 6 o'clock onwards is our highest engagement. Friday there's no ideal
Hmm.
time. Saturday 9. Sunday none. Um, if you watch James C. Burns, the Sarge's
Hmm.
Corner, a lot of our stuff's in line with his because people come over from his show to watch our
Right.
one. Because we
What
got like a major shout out from that guy, and that kind
Oh
of
yeah,
boost.
for sure. I mean, you guys are always doing Call of Duty, voice people, and
Mm.
you play the hell out of the game all the time. So
We're not too good, but,
definitely,
you know.
right? Yeah, but still, you're always doing it. What is that little program then you were just on?
Too buddy.
Okay, okay, yeah, I got that. All right, all right.
Yeah, if it just adds different sections to audience, go into audience or analytics then audience, and it should show up for you.
Okay, I'll check that out because I know, like I said, Saturday mornings. It used to be 8, but then I moved it to 10 just to give a little
Mm.
time for people to really wake up. Um, so yeah, I don't know. Figured I'd play around with that a little bit more. But
Yeah. Look,
yeah,
when you're
like
doing
for
entertainment, you need to kind of know the numbers, and
right,
it's an annoying part to do, but it's unavoidable.
right. Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, especially if you want to be taken serious and grow a little bit, because I know I'm realizing because I'm still sitting on one episode. I have one last episode to edit from last year.
Mm.
Because since I'm doing mine on a set schedule, like I've recorded 3 on my days off here recently. So 3 in the last 4 days. They probably won't be out till February, you know?
Why
And
not?
because I guys
Why
get,
February?
if I stick to that Saturday schedule, I got so much backlogged still, you know? Um, and I hate it because when I go to edit them, like I'll edit this episode that I did 2 months ago, and we're talking about shit happened 2 months ago. So it's not current. I'm like, oh, they can tell this is an old ass episode, you know.
Yeah,
So I
yeah.
gotta,
And if you watch other podcasts, that gets you too. Like I was
yeah,
watching the recent Joe Rogan with Lex Fridman, because he's a smart guy. He's a
oh
scientist,
yeah,
and
oh yeah,
he really thinks outside of the box. He's very robotic in his ways, but
mm-hmm.
And they were talking. They did this episode before McGregor fought because they were like giving their predictions in the
Oh yeah,
episode, and it was off-putting having seen the episode
yeah, yeah, yeah.
or having seen the fucking fight,
Yo,
which was a loss for the entire nation.
bro, how's it been over there?
Well, we had a UFC fighter on today, and he asked, "Is it a gloomy day in Ireland?" And it was. It really
Right?
was. Like it's kind of like I don't know. There's this sense of national pride and blah blah blah. Like when he goes in the ring, when he fights,
Oh, for
everyone
sure.
becomes so humble. Like, oh well, he put in the work. He did his best. He's gonna do it again. All
Yeah.
we can hope for is the future. But then, like beforehand, it's like, kill him, kill him.
Right?
You
Yeah,
know,
yeah, yeah.
yeah.
That's definitely the weird thing about this. Essentially, it's a new Connor because he doesn't talk as much shit. And afterwards, he's like, he was a better man, blah, 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 blah. But like that's not what made you you. What
Mm,
made you you and got you to where you is by talking mad shit about people's family, mothers, all that kind of shit. And then you would back it up. And even afterwards, you would like come up with excuses. Oh, so and so didn't really, blah, blah, blah. This new Connor's it's hard because like if I just knew this Connor, I'd respect him. But because
mm.
I know how Connor used to be, it's like, what
It,
happened? What happened to you?
it really brings into the frame the conversation of does a person's worst actions define them?
Yeah,
Because going up and hitting that guy in the bar, that was pretty dodgy.
right.
Some of the stuff he did to Khabib, he
Yeah,
deserved to get bet. In all fairness,
100%.
and even as a fan of him, I see that. But like, you probably didn't know he donated 1 million to COVID relief in Ireland.
Really?
Yeah, and then you see he's donating to his opponent's charity. Um, yeah, like, or he's talking about lockdowns in Ireland. He's saying like all of our lockdowns are pretty crap, like nothing's really happening, and that we should
Right.
actually do it properly for once, just to kick it.
Yeah,
Because
yeah, yeah.
we're in Ireland, we can pull off what New Zealand did and just get rid of it.
Right. Yeah. I don't see why not.
Yeah, but I see his good deeds, and I see him being polite now. I'm thinking, redemption, because everyone loves an old story of someone doing bad and
For sure.
redeeming themselves. But I don't know. There's some people
It's
who
like
are dead set as he's a scumbag. I
well,
understand. I
no.
understand.
Oh, for sure. But it seems like even though I didn't care much for his attitude back then, because it was too. I'm not gonna say it's fake. Like I'm not gonna say it's like what's his name, Colby Covington fake. That's not Colby. That's an act. If you
Mm,
talk to people who worked with him and know him from that, that's an act. He's putting on a show. Connor is legit that guy. So now it's like he's lost the edge. Like he's lost the spark. He lost what made Connor Connor, and it's like I don't want. He's definitely not out of his prime because that first round, dude, that
That
was
was
good. Connor.
mm,
Connor was leaps and bounds, but those leg kicks is what took him down. So he's still got it. He's definitely still got it, but it seems he's lost that killer instinct, that edge. I don't know if it's just all the money he's got, where he's focused on a lot of
yeah.
other
It's
things.
another
Which,
thing.
yeah, he's got so much shit going on right now outside of the ring. I'm sure it could be. He's not able to focus solely on training all the time and all this kind of crap. But
Yeah,
he, if you just look at that first round, Dustin was worried. He got tagged a few times, and even still, you could see on his face like, "Oh shit!" You
the
could tell
fucking
he was
shoulder
worried.
bump. Oh my god,
Yeah,
I've never seen someone do that.
that shit. And what was funny is like he would see Dustin attempt it, and it wouldn't do a damn thing. It would, but Connor did it like perfectly right
Yeah,
when he would have his jawline right there, and Dustin would
Connor would
attempt the
nearly
same.
break his jaw. Like,
Yeah,
yeah, man,
that
I really love these. Really love these fighters. Like they're doing good, but like there's no like I never really see someone new coming up that I like.
mm,
Like there was Sean O'Malley, and then I think he's just
I knew that
an
was.
idiot.
Yeah,
He
like I
broke his
think.
own foot in the fight and considers himself undefeated.
Yeah, yeah, and I mean, when you walk in, he's a young kid, so it sucks he's walking in with that kind of injury because he's like, I think that's the second time he's broke it. So now people know that's where to go. They know to target that, and it's because you're a young kid, so
Mm.
that's going to take a few years off his career already, And I see what's that? I keep forgetting his name. That new kid on the block who Dana just talks so highly of it. Chesmet. I don't know. He's from over there in Dagestan or Russia.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. Is
I
he
can't remember.
is he a really tall guy?
Yeah, he's pretty tall. Yeah, he's
Yeah,
pretty tall.
the guy we had on today is fighting in his undercard, like
Really
in the preliminaries of it. Yeah,
nice, nice.
yeah. So that'd be
Yeah,
a fun
and
one to watch
hell yeah,
in
I'll
March.
definitely check that one. Okay, okay.
Mm.
But yeah, it's not like WWE where like if you put a lot of hype behind like an incoming wrestler, it's scripted, so they can make that guy sound badass. They can make him badass. But when you put a lot of hype behind a legit fighter, it's fighting. Like it takes one crack and you're done.
Mm.
You know, it's like the hype behind a lot of young people these days get a lot of hype behind them, and then they can't own up to it. They can't live up to all that hype. Like what was that? We spoke about this one of our last times. I remember, but there's been a lot of them that come out swinging, come out guns blazing, like Sean O'Malley and everything, but they rarely live up to it. Connor lived up to it. Izzy is living up to it insanely well.
Oh, I think he's a king. He's
Oh
doing very
man,
well.
how do you think that's gonna be? He's fighting
Uh,
Jan.
I think if he moves into that division, he's going to get destroyed.
You think he's
I,
gonna lose against
I,
Jan?
I genuinely believe that. I think if he stayed in his current weight and I don't know, I think he'd be okay, but I think he's just pushing it a little bit.
Well, see, I want to agree with you, and I've watched a good amount of Izzy's fights now, and I've watched a good amount of Jan. The Jan, the current light heavyweight he's fighting, he gets lucky. Like he's got the power, so it takes one hit. But Izzy is so damn defensive.
Mm.
I don't know if he's got the accuracy to tag him with that power.
I
So I
just
could see Izzy winning by decision,
mm.
and I only see Jan winning by a lucky knockout.
I just feel like people have their like ideal weight group, like
For sure.
or the one they perform best in. Like I think a heavyweight Khabib wouldn't do as well as he does
Oh
in
yeah.
lightweight, or
Got
like a featherweight Khabib. I don't think that
yeah,
would
yeah,
be
yeah.
very good. But
Right.
like you get what I'm saying. Like Brock Lesnar in featherweight would be creamed. You know, If he
Yeah.
could even get to that weight without
Hell
dying
no.
in the
His
process,
bones are heavier than that shit. What do you
he
mean?
had to drop weight to get into like the UFC's heaviest division,
Yeah.
which is like what
Yeah.
260 something pounds.
265. Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, that's also a when you compare like WWE or just wrestlers versus UFC guys or MMA guys, the size difference is insane.
Mm,
Like the regular WWE guy walks around 250 plus, ripped as shit. Steroids, if you want to, say that, hey, some of them do look a little strange
they
for
don't need it
sure.
anymore. If they get testosterone
Yeah,
replacement therapy, they're beasts.
but
I
yeah,
know that
like
they stopped that in the UFC, but when they had it, fuck.
yeah, but
Yeah.
it's funny to look at the size comparison. The top, the top of the top, like Jan's 205. That is small for a top WWE guy.
Mm.
That is small as shit. John Cena, one of the biggest, walked around like 255 all the time. It's like, it's crazy, dude. It's crazy when you put that size comparison up.
Yeah, I'm over here at 150, feeling tiny every time I see him.
Right? Me too, dude. Yeah.
Like man, most guys like around our height are about 150, 160.
Yeah.
Maybe with a dad bod 170. But
Right?
bruh, how like guys
Yeah.
get to that size and it's just Goliath,
Oh,
Hercules
it's
kind of
it's
stuff.
insane. It's something's
Or
in the
who's that?
water.
Definitely. Who's that guy who's like absolutely ripped? He's a Cuban guy. Is it you? I'll
Talking
look
about
it up now.
Yoel?
Yeah, I think
What,
that's him.
Yoel?
I'll look it
Oh
up.
yeah, dude. He's like 40s, in his 40s with like a
There's no
body
way he's
chiseled
40s.
boss. No, yes, Yoel Romero is like early 40s, 40, 41.
Let me check here.
100%. I promise.
43. What?
And he is ripped with a fucking
Hercules.
like 8 pack or some shit. The dude's
This.
insane.
I'll pull up an image of him here. Holy shit. That
Yeah.
guy is seriously a beast. Let me just get this. Share screen. I don't have a Jamie to pull all this up, so give me a second.
Right?
Boom. Look at that guy.
Yoel is a monster. Yeah.
That I would not want to fight that. That's literally
No, sir.
Hercules right there.
Yeah, dude. That's like if you were to picture like the perfect body, it is Yoel.
Like he's like Israel over here has like a pretty, I guess skinny
Lanky.
figure.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't see him doing too well when he bulks that up. But what do I know? I'm not
Right?
I'm not a fighter.
Yeah. I don't know. It's weird. It's weird. I'm curious. What about Stipe and Ngannou are running it back?
Was it DC is saying that Stipe should just get out of there, which is kind of
I,
rich coming
I
out of DC. Like if he continues to fight at the pace he is, it'll take another year for someone to get that belt. So
right. Well, see, I watching Ngannou get better since he lost. I'm worried for Stipe because Stipe, if you watch his trilogy fight with DC, he took a lot of hard hits to the head. He took a lot. He
yeah,
had a strong ass jaw. He took a lot, but that's a DC punch.
but man, even at DC's dad bod, Stipe should have mauled him, but he
Yeah,
struggled. He struggled.
yeah. It was weird. It was
Like
weird,
how's he
right?
going to go up against a guy who's in fighting form?
Yes,
No
with
offense to DC, he's
like a
great. Like
punch that you can't eat. Like you can't eat and keep going after a clear Ngannou hit.
death. He
Yeah,
swings death when he goes in there.
100%, dude. That's fucking war hammers on each hand. So then you got okay. After that, because yeah, I'm glad Francis gets the next title fight because I love Johnny Bones Jones, but Francis
What a name.
deserved the next fight for sure. So I'm
Yeah.
glad he's getting it. And I could see either of them winning, honestly. I could see Stipe winning. I could see Ngannou winning. But Ngannou versus Jones, man, God. Even a Jones versus Stipe is a crazy ass fight to think about. I'm
Mm,
so looking forward to those to seeing what happens there. So
yeah.
because I don't see Jones dropping back down. If Izzy wins light heavyweight, I don't see Jones dropping back down.
Mm,
But man, and if Izzy wins, I see Izzy dropping the belt like soon afterwards.
yeah.
He can't contend with the rest of that division. Even if he takes out Jan, he can't contend with the rest of them. I don't. I
Yeah.
don't think. I don't think at all.
Yeah, man. The heavyweight division of the UFC. That's the closest we have to gladiators today.
It's fucking murderers, like
Pretty much. Like
legal murdering, brutalization. Just
surprisingly,
woo.
no one's ever died in that sport. Well, in the UFC at
In
least.
the UFC, yeah, in the UFC.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad they got people who like call the fights when they know it gets bad.
Hmm.
I seen an interview with what's his name? Is it Herb?
Herb Dean, yeah, yeah,
Which one's he again? Let me check.
the black one.
Yeah.
He is.
Yeah, you got a point.
He is the black.
It's weird it gets dodgy if you say that. But yeah, what was it?
Why?
He's been he's on record for saying that when he's worked abroad or worked in other companies to part of UFC, he's been asked to just hold on for a second,
Really?
before he ends the fight. Yeah, because
Yeah,
people
no.
want to. People want to, for some reason. I guess they believe that people want to see someone get their skull hammer fisted in.
I mean, we kind of do, but not to the point that the person dies.
I,
That
li-
we
I
don't
like
want
a
to go
good
that far.
knockout like anyone
Yeah,
else. But one thing I hate is seeing the hammer fist after someone falls over and is clearly knocked out. I
yeah.
really hate that shit. Like I
There's
know they
been a
have to
few.
do it, but like you
Yeah.
can see it last night. It's
Hmm.
awful. I would not like to do it. I like people like
Definitely.
what was it? Who was the guy again? I'm really bad with their names.
There's a lot
Um,
of them.
he's a Brazilian guy. He just got taken out of it recently. Is it
Saying Brazilian doesn't help. That doesn't narrow it down really at all. There's about half of them right there.
Anderson Silva? That's the guy. Yeah,
Oh,
he really takes his time before he lunges in and hammer fist someone's skull in.
yeah.
I respect that, but he kind of lost recently, and Dana White is never letting him fight again.
Well, the Spider's arguably not even arguably by far one of the best to ever enter the ring. But he's way past his prime, man. He
What
is
is
way
someone's
past.
prime in that sport? I struggled to answer that when I was looking at McGregor. Like I think Khabib's last fight, he was in his exact moment of prime.
Yeah, Khabib's unfortunate because it was his dad and he's loyal as shit. So when the man promises mom he'll never get back after that, I don't see him ever getting back after. And Dana's a dick for trying to push it. Dana's a fucking asshole for that shit.
I seen the interview. What was it? He was telling Khabib that fight yet happened yesterday. That's some of the highest pay per views ever. And he said, "Imagine what you and Connor Part two would
He
do."
he doesn't give a fuck about money.
He doesn't want to fight Connor either.
Like what? Yeah, what left does he have to? Especially
I
now.
I don't want to see Connor get knocked out again or like
I
fucking
do.
choked out again.
Do it again. I mean, like I would
It
love for it to
wasn't like a
happen.
joke. It was more like a skull crush. He got him like around
Yeah,
the lower jaw.
yeah,
Now
yeah,
that's
yeah.
perfectly legal in the UFC, and
Oh, for
in
sure.
whatever. But like, bro, I would not want to have my skull, my lower jaw caved in by,
Yeah, and
you
just
know.
torque. I mean, he was torquing the fuck out of that thing. Just
Yeah,
yeah, good
not
times, man. That was a
not what I
damn good
like.
fight. Oh,
God damn, man.
so who's a guest that you guys have put out for, messaged, and you're hoping to hear back from? Spill some secrets.
Hmm. I messaged a lot of people. I don't know. Like originally it was Jack Horner, and then he answered
Mhm.
within an hour of me messaging him.
Really? Yeah,
Yeah. Um, and then some stuff came out about him, so it's kind of a
yeah.
dodgy thing.
Yeah.
Um, so I don't know who else really. Like I don't even think I'd like to interview Joe Rogan. I'm not ready. In 20 years, maybe.
Hold up. Did you actually ask though?
No. But like we had this conversation with someone else invited us on their show, and they said like, what did they say? They're asking about Joe Rogan because obviously inspiration for a lot of podcasters, and they're
Right.
like, I asked them would they interview him, and like of course, but not ready. Would you? Of course, but not ready. Would you?
Yeah.
You ready?
Fuck it. Who
All right, let's
cares?
bring Joe in real quick now.
All right. Hell yeah. What's up, Joe?
Imagine.
Hey. Nah, I mean, shit, man. Sometimes you gotta run before you can walk, dude. Fuck it. Fuck it. I know I got a few out that that actually have said they would, but they haven't fucking made a damn date yet. Like, that's the shit that aggravates me. You know, you say you're going to, like, all right, yeah, I'll get back with a date. I'm like, cool. A month goes by, 2 months go by. Hey, what's up, guys? You know,
Yeah, you feel
nothing.
so weird doing that if they don't answer.
Yeah, yeah. Like, I don't know if your buddy Regan's watching. You still ain't
Regan.
got back to me, man.
Yeah, I messaged Dermot today. He's yet to get back to me.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't
that
know.
would be a cool episode for you because he's like really into Irish culture. Like, obviously,
Really?
myself and Thomas are like just Irish. He's
Right.
Irish. He's
But
like ancient Irish.
but it's fun listening to you guys when you get into Irish history and like Irish. Y'all know a lot from an outsider's perspective, from a guy who doesn't really know shit about Ireland. Y'all seem to know a good amount that I'm assuming is like taught in schools. Compared to like if you would ask me about American history, I wouldn't know the details and depth that you guys seem to know about your own history, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, I didn't study Irish history when I was in school. I studied a lot of American history.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing from before World War II.
Mm-hmm.
All the history we did was about that time. Like I learned more about the space race and civil rights movement than I
Right.
did about like my own country. Like we even learned more about Northern Ireland than the Republic of Ireland.
Really?
Yeah, it's a bit weird. It's a bit weird.
Yeah.
Now I don't know. Was that out of expectation that we had to focus more on other countries than our own for like the test, or was it we just didn't want to go over the dodgy history? Because a lot of people are still split on our Civil War because the one that won legally didn't prevail, and it was like the equivalent of an insurgence is what won.
Yeah.
So think of it as everyone voted for Biden, he won. The insurgents succeeded. That kind of situation.
Yeah.
Except they weren't crazy. You know?
Right. Yeah. Depending on who you ask.
There you go. I think it's kind of dodgy when that stuff happens in your country. We're very blessed here that didn't happen here for anything ever.
Yeah, that's been one of the when I do look into like what's currently going on in the world today or in my country today, it's funny some of the headlines. Like I've seen a few people from the right like post stuff about so and so, he's ruined the country, he's done this. I'm like, bro, he's like day 4. He ain't had time to do shit. Like I think it was
I had a friend on Biden's second day tell me that Biden's done more for America than Trump did in 4 years.
Yeah, and that's fucking stupid.
Bro, fair play to him if that's true, but you have to use your head for a second.
Yeah, a lot of, and I've heard the opposite. I think it was some Fox News guy said on his, I think it was before a full 24 hours after the inauguration, disastrous week of Biden's first week. I'm like, what? He ain't even had a full fucking day.
I know.
What the fuck are you talking about?
It's just a weird way, man. Just weird.
It is. It's like
with the internet. Think they're right. They think they're very much right.
They think they're very much right, and it's like the way the internet is, you can instantly get anything, right? Google anything, YouTube anything. So God forbid shit, government wise doesn't happen like that. People are pissed. Like, where is it? Like you said it yesterday. I'm like, that shit takes time, man.
Mm.
Shit like that takes time. Even if something was made a law today, it's going to take a while to cause any sort of reaction, whether good or bad. It's going to be
And
a while till you can see that type of shit.
and a lot of laws just don't get enforced. So
A lot,
there you go.
yeah. And then, you got to figure out how the fuck do you enforce certain laws too. Who?
Mm. Oh, it's
Fuck it.
crazy.
It's insane.
But both sides think they're right. Like like the left. I hate saying the left or the right because you just sound like Alex Jones,
Right.
who's a mad lad.
Dude, hold on.
Go
Well,
on.
no, finish that. No, finish that. I got a funny
I,
story.
I guess people on the right think people on the left are like communists who hate America,
Yeah.
and then if you're on the left looking at the right, you think they're Nazis who are like super violent,
Right.
And if you're in the center, people hate you anyway.
Yeah, because like you
Yeah.
need to pick a fucking side.
You're not
You're
left
either
enough.
with
You're not right enough.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Fuck it, whatever. But Alex Jones, right?
Oh,
So,
I'd have him on. That's one.
I'd 100% have him on, dude. I could attempt to get a guy for you guys who has been on his show. If you want to try and debunk flat Earth against him, he's a flat earther.
I don't know.
But dude, that'd be so fun. So anyway, I'm in this other Discord podcast group, right? And this guy's podcast, I honestly haven't watched a lot of it, but he got some dude who was, I can't remember the guy's name, was on Alex Jones. He's a flat earther and asked to come on this guy's podcast and wanted to like talk flat earth and how, world agencies are trying to cover up. It's the world's biggest lie, biggest conspiracy, all type of shit, right? And I was like, dude, send me that clip. So he sent me the clip where the guy was guessing on Alex Jones. And everybody knows Alex Jones is fucking insane. He has some good points, but a lot of his points are fucking batshit crazy.
Well, here's the thing. If you talk enough, you're going to say something right.
You're going to say something right, 100%. But it was funny because not only was it this guy and Alex Jones, but Eddie Bravo was on the panel as well. So, and some other guy, I don't know. But it was this guy with Eddie Bravo, Jones, and the flat earther guy. And Alex Jones was actually counterpointing the flat earther. He was basically calling out the flat earther for being an idiot and all this type of shit. It was so fun to like actually listen to Jones make fucking sense, clear sense. But then he would also go into like how, there's a government plan to kill all humans and shit like that. I'm like, like you were doing so well. You were making sense up until, the government's trying to kill everybody. Like, what the fuck, man?
I would have that guy on the condition that I first have, like a geography expert on.
Right.
And I have myself and Thomas up all hours preparing for it.
Well, like
I would not be like lenient. I really want to debate the person.
No, like I really still am kind of contemplating it because I listened to it and granted, I didn't listen to all of it, but all it was basically, everything about round Earth has been debunked. Every type of test that is supposed to prove that we are living on a globe actually disproves it. And I'm like, how? Can you explain that? You say it disproves it, but you're not explaining how. You're just saying it does the opposite. You're saying all these tests prove flat, but you're not going into how. You're just like, that's what I want to know. Because I can say you're wrong, but until you tell me how you got to that point, I can't. You know what I'm saying? I'm kind of like, but it was so fun.
I'm glad. But it's so hard to debate these people because myself and yourself, we're just everyday Joe Schmoes who do a podcast.
Right.
We're not experts in fucking the roundness of the earth. This guy, if he calls himself a flat earther when he's introducing himself, He's put hours upon hours, days,
Yeah.
weeks of studying, well, avoiding fact and then studying
Right?
people's
Like,
examples of why it would be. Like, how much
that's
evidence
why
do
I
you have to
don't
go
get it.
around to get to this conclusion?
Yeah, that's what I don't get
How can
because
you be picky with the science?
because he starts out like, I was just like everybody else. I believed in it. And every time someone came up to me and said they were a flat earther, I brushed them away like, oh, you're a fucking idiot, blah, 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 blah. But then someone I respected said, you need to watch this video, prove everything. And I watched it and I was blown away. I was like, no, I'm not. There's not one video of probably anything that's going to make me believe anything. Like there's no lizard people video out there that's going to make me believe Hillary Clinton or anyone's a legit lizard. It's not going to happen.
So dumb.
So
The
funny.
idea that like the person opposing your candidate is a lizard.
Yeah.
Come on.
But like the part I love about the lizard conspiracy is some people legit look like lizards. There
Mark
are
Zuckerberg.
people who
Mark Zuckerberg.
that motherfucker's a robot, dude. Like he posted a picture with some lady recently, and he's just like standing super still, and it's very fucking creepy.
Yeah.
That
There's
that dude's
so
weird,
unhuman about him.
right?
What's
Oh,
that word or that thing when we look at things that resemble people, but
mhm.
they're kind of off?
Yeah, he's fucking
You get
off,
that
dude.
vibe off him, you know?
Yeah. Like I could see him being a fucking robot. I could see Elon being a fucking alien. I could. Those fucking people are weird. There's some weird looking people. I
Hmm.
don't know. I hear dishes in the background. What do you got going on? I hear something in the background.
World War Three, Irish insurrection, lizard people, all kinds of stuff going on. I don't know what's going on. The door's closed. Uh, yeah.
Have you proposed yet?
No, sir.
Why not?
Haven't seen her since last year. We're in level 5 lockdown, and we're going to be until the end of February, at least.
Is that the highest?
That's our worst, yeah. And it's rough not seeing her. It's rough.
So what does that mean? Explain your levels to us ignorant Americans because we don't have that.
Okay, level 1 is business as usual.
Mm-hmm.
Level 2 is I'll get the chart up. It's better. Someone put it into a chart, so that might be handy to bring up.
Yeah, because pictures are cool.
Pictures are cool for us
Pictures are
dumb
cool.
people.
Yes.
Easy to explain.
Very.
Okay, here we are. That's the official one. Boop, boop, boop. And there we go.
Whoa, fuck. All right.
Colorful, right? So
All
level
right.
1.
Hope you know, like nobody can read that. I don't think
Really? You can't read it?
it's so small.
Bruh.
It's tiny.
All right, I'll try to explain it the best I can. Okay, so I was wrong. Level 1 actually isn't business as normal. So level 1, you can have 10 people in your house. You can gather in groups of 50 outside. You can have 100 people at your wedding, 100 people indoors. You can have more indoors than outdoors. It's kind of stupid.
Yeah.
200 at an outdoor sporting event. Bars are open. That'd be great. Well, bars, cafes, and restaurants, and then pubs as well. You can travel, no restrictions. Public travel, blah, blah, blah. And then you go down the line, say, we'll go for 3. One other person from a different household. So that'd be like Shauna coming over. Gatherings,
Giggity.
you can have no one down. Weddings, 25 people. Indoor events, nothing. Sport fixtures, nothing. Bars and cafes, takeaway only. Pubs, kind of open, not really. Domestic travel, only within your county, which is fucking tiny. Public transport, it's still going. Level 5, it's just no. At your wedding, 6 people. You want to do anything? No. Takeaway food, no, and avoid. Yeah.
Why you got a tab of
But,
Pornhub up there, bro?
that doesn't matter. How do I stop sharing my screen?
Um, yeah, there's a fair amount of people thinking that Biden's going to institute a nationwide lockdown at some point.
Is that not like disrespectful to like state government? Like every state should probably govern itself.
Yeah,
Like you're the size
for
of
sure.
countries. That's like the
I don't
European
even.
Union saying all that Germany and
Yeah,
everyone should do Germany's lockdown. Everyone
yeah.
should,
It's.
yeah. It's
I think
overstepping.
that's just the that's just the fear mongering aspect of it.
Or is that like a
Um,
tactic to try and make people dislike Biden?
oh, 100%, dude. Yeah,
Hmm.
100%. Because I mean, if anything, the way I see it, if he does any type of nationwide something, it's just gonna be like a masks, which is already a state thing for the most part. Well, 100% is a state thing. But if he doesn't, it's definitely not gonna be a fucking like. Why would you lock down at this point? You know,
There's
like
nothing.
that does nothing.
We're at a point
It
where we need to
does nothing.
recover. Like
Yeah,
we're locked down because there's a UK strain that kills more people.
yeah. Oh,
So
really? Because I remember reading about it, but
yeah, our highest death toll has been broken again. I'll get it up now.
this is going to be a very depressing episode.
I know, man. Well, it's reality, man. It's what we're going
That
through.
is true. It is
I hate
life,
I hate living through history.
right? It is. I'm wondering how we're going to look back at all this once it's all, like 20 years from now, 10 years from now. Wonder how we're going to describe it.
Mm. They're not
I
really
don't know.
showing how people died. That's, okay.
Well, I know on my side, like where I work, we had a local, of course, he worked with us, pass away. Um, had a few friends, parents, have two friends in the hospital right now, fighting. I've had multiple people at work get it, but thankfully came out okay. The whole what's we do you know personally someone who's got it and recovered?
Um, I know. One of my closest friends.
Yeah,
His whole family has it because they got it in the shops.
right.
Just from going to the shop, one person
Mhm.
bought it in, the whole house got it, and so everyone's been okay. He kicked it in the day. Fair
Yeah.
play to him. I don't know how the rest of his family are doing, but he's
Mm.
okay.
Yeah, it's weird talking to the guys that have come back to work after it because you hear about, they lose sense of smell and sense of taste and they like legit do. And it's like, so what did this taste like or that taste like? It's weird having them just because it's all different too. That's what's
Had a
weird,
guest
man.
on. She was saying someone close to her, had like I don't know what the nerve is called, but like a nerve to do with your sense of smell, like the main one,
Yeah.
and it just like it was singed, so everything smelled like burnt flesh.
Really?
So like no, like it's permanent now as a result. It's a
Oh,
dead
shit.
nerve. So that's what everything's gonna smell like for the rest of that person's life.
And that's caused from the virus?
Yeah, well, that's what she said.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Fuck.
I mean, that's like a third account story, and
Yeah.
like remember like when China was spraying streets and so on. That was crazy.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
anyway,
Those videos were insane.
I got a guest ready to go. So I'm gonna
You're
end
kicking
this.
me out?
I know, man. I got to do
Bro,
it. I'm ending the whole
bro,
stream.
bro.
But look, episode 3 of the Ger Eady Experience with Red's Ramblings. I know, man. It wasn't even going to happen until I was like, maybe I should do an episode today.
Yeah.
Anyway, if people want to check you out, Red, where can I find you?
Everywhere, bro. Reds, Ramblings. Look that shit up. Everywhere. Yeah. Everywhere.
But there you go.
Boom.
Make sure to check him out.
I'm
can.
cool. I'm cool, people. I promise.